Welcome guys to your Gaming Techies VR show, a show where we look at PC VR, PSVR, and mobile VR, so you guys don't have to waste your time and money. And today, we're looking at a game called Journey of the Gods on the Oculus Quest. Now I'm excited for this game for two reasons. One, because it's basically Zelda in VR is how it's being described, so I'm excited to dive into this one. And it's also made by a studio that I really like, which is Turtle Rock Studios. They've made games like Left 4 Dead, Evolve, and of course, on the Oculus Go, most known for Face Your Fears, and they've also made Face Your Fears 2 on the Oculus Quest as well. But let's go ahead and dive into this game, Journey of the Gods, and let's see what it's about.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech, going for a recce is the gaming tech, gaming techie is the gaming tech, gaming techie.
So here we are with Journey of the Gods on the Oculus Quest. I'm really excited to try this game out. This game came out for the Oculus Quest originally, and it is coming to the Rift as well. It's not available for the Rift yet, but this is came out day one for the Oculus Quest. So we're gonna go ahead and check this game out together. Let's go ahead and see what this game's about. I've heard some good things about this game. That it's basically like Sword and Shield, like Zelda-ish in VR. And the developer is well known, so I'm excited. They're the people who made Face Your Fears and stuff like that, Turtle Rock Studios. Really nice already.
A millennium of peace and prosperity has passed since the last coming of the darkness. Most have forgotten the time when the moon tried to swallow the sun. But the holy man remembered. A hero must rise against the chosen of the void. Or chaos will reign under everlasting night. The fate of all who dwell in the land is in your hands. So let the spirits of the air aid your ascent to victory. For you are the champion eternal.
Just so you guys know, but I did turn on the non-comfort mode, so I could basically just move around on my own. There is a teleport method where you can do the comfortable mode, just in case people can't move like this. So just so you guys know, it is available in the options. Look at those swords, though. With my hands. Showing you how to use the shield. Showing you how to use the arrow. You have to pull it back, or you just go. Oh, gotcha. Feels good. It doesn't want me to move, it just wants me to use the grip. Am I missing something? It says reach towards the orb. That is the orb we're talking about. Or is there some other orb? Oh, it just wants me to grab it. I'm over here trying to spin with it. Gotcha. Makes sense. Okay. I'm liking the way that this sword and shield looks. Definitely gives me Zelda vibes. Now break those crystals and collect. Alright, so we're good. Oh, wants me to break those too with the other thing, of course. Did I not hit them all? Pretty sure I hit them all. No, it says I'm missing one. Oh, okay. It wants me to point at it. Like I was talking about before. Gotcha. I'm really liking this art style. Oh, this is cool. That's cool. And then you become like this gigantic beast. Cool. Oh. Interesting, that was pretty cool. Time to go. Cool world. We got some crystals here. Guess you can't go in there. walk down. Really liking the art style of this game. We got our first monster to kill. Nothing in here. So this is like a checkpoint system, basically. There we go with this guy again. Oh. How's this? Oh, nice. The sword in this game feels real good. I love the way that it swings. The crossbow works good. Cool. Oh, I forgot all about the shield every time I was getting hit by those things. And forgot that this was in my other hand. I'll try to catch him right now. Get out of here. Here's our checkpoint. Oh boy. I don't know what this guy's doing, but... Oh, okay. Okay, so when you fill those, you need to use one of your powers for something nearby. Grip with both hands to enter God form. Okay. So you need to use this so you can actually get by, I'm assuming. Make it smaller, and now I can actually get by. Makes sense? Found a little village. Oh, is this the guy that needed help? Come on, let's go, buddy. There you go. He wants me to follow him. The hell do you want me to do with these? Am I supposed to be able to do something here? Make these trees bigger, but that's not going to do anything. I'm not sure what that's actually going to do. I don't know yet. Oh, I see it. I did not see that before. And once that thing destroyed. Yeah, he definitely wants this thing. How am I gonna get up there? Because it doesn't look like you can just hit it. Maybe just through this path? Yeah, I think this is what he wanted. I thought he wanted something with those crops that were in front of him. He just wanted me to come destroy this thing. This god form. Oh, you can't hit it. Oh, yes you can. That guy is huge. Oh wait, I see. We can block this. Oh shit. We can block him. I got it. We gotta kill his bottom parts first. And then we can go and throw arrows at the top of his head. Look at this guy, he's just destroying everything. You better run. Keep running, my dude. Keep running. Where'd he go? God damn it, he's by the house again. Get off that house. Get out of here. Got one more on the bottom. That should leave just the top. Damn it. He's got one eye left. Attaboy. There we go. Four beans. Do I actually have to move the cloud? Sure looks like it. Because the cloud is moving. Okay. Very nice, very nice, very nice. See you later, guys. Alright, so I think that gives you guys a good idea of what this game is going to be like. You go on adventures, you go meet people, you do their little quests, you take on some mini bosses and some bosses. This is an exciting game. I'm really looking forward to diving more deep into this. So I'm going to continue playing this game, and then we're going to come back, we're going to get to the table, we're going to talk about it, and see what I think about this game. Alright guys, so that was Journey of the Gods on the Oculus Quest. Now, I've been looking forward to this game for a long time because it's made, first of all, by Turtle Rock Studios, the people who made Face Your Fears and Evolve and Left 4 Dead. So it's a really known developer. They have a good pedigree behind them. And I love when they did Face Your Fears, and we'll be doing a Face Your Fears 2 video here shortly. So keep an eye out for that. Another game that they came out with on the Oculus Quest as well. And this game is very different from what they made on the Oculus before with Face Your Fears and now Face Your Fears 2. This is basically, if you want to play it like Zelda in VR, this is as close as you're going to get right now. As you guys saw in the gameplay, you basically have your sword and your shield. You also have a crossbow, and all of it controls really well. The sword just feels so good to slash. It has a really good weight to it. Shield feels fun to use, has some power to it, and the crossbow works as good as you guys saw in the video. And it really gives you what you want in an RPG in a VR, and it's so much fun to go through this world. The graphic style, I really love the graphic style of the game and how it was built and all those kinds of things and how they set everything up. There's a good variety of enemies in the game. You guys saw a little bit of there before. You guys saw that big boss there in the beginning. He was a lot of fun to use, or not to use, but to go against. Had a lot of fun trying to battle him, slashing him on the top, slashing his bottom, tentacles or whatever you want to call it. To then obviously have to use the crossbow to get to his eyes on the top and finally take him down. And you really feel, even though the story is not this crazy story like that's going to enthrall you in for hours on end, it's a decent story to get you through and go through each village and go to all these people who give you quests and need help in their towns and all those kinds of things, like the RPG thing does. And you go through and you level up, like an RPG would, and you get new abilities. And the god powers in this game are freaking awesome. You saw a little bit of that before, and using that lightning thing when I finally got the hang of it to take those creatures out and feeling like you're an all-powerful god feels awesome. Using those two big boulders to punch things, like really, really cool stuff that they did in this game that I haven't seen in VR before like that. That was fun to use. The god powers are really solid in this game, and the combat itself with the sword and shield and the crossbow was also a lot of fun. The game is somewhere around 6 to 7 hours, depending on how fast you go through it. The only negative I would say about this game is not really an easy way. Once you finish the story, you basically just have to start it all over again. There's no, this game is basically split up into levels, like level 1, level 2 kind of thing, where it's almost like chapters or levels, however you want to refer to it. And there's not an easy way to say, all right, I want to replay level 1, or I want to replay level 2. Like if I want to play that boss that we just played in there again, I really have no way of easily doing that. I would have to start, when I get to the end of the story, I'll just have to replay the whole thing from the beginning. There's not an easy way to go to chapter 1, chapter 2, and just play a boss or show to your friends. I wish that that's something that they may add to make it easily to be replayable to the certain levels that are in the game that you may want to face with these bosses and stuff. That would have been cool to add some more replay value to play some of these later bosses and stuff, but everything else about the game is really solid. Like I said, it's basically Zelda in VR. If you're a fan of action RPGs, if you're a fan of Zelda, this is something you guys definitely need to check out. There's a free demo on the store already. It actually came with everyone's Oculus Quest. So if you haven't tried that already and you have an Oculus Quest, there's no reason not to. So make sure you go ahead and do that because it's there available for free. For everyone else who's on the fence about it, guys, this is a really, really fun time. 6 to 7 hours is a solid game time in my opinion for VR. And it's easily worth the money. And it's coming also on the Rift. If you guys don't have a Quest and you also have Rifts, it is coming out soon on the Oculus Rift. There's no exact date that they have actually announced yet, but I'm looking forward to going on there and replaying some of the levels and seeing how much the graphics look better than it did. And speaking of graphics, guys, this is one of my favorite games on the Quest so far that I've reviewed on this channel as far as the graphics and the graphics style. It runs butter smooth on this thing, the smoothest game that I've played so far on the Oculus Quest. No issues at all with the frame rate or anything. It's smooth as butter, and slashing and all that stuff works perfectly, and the graphic style fits the Quest perfectly, and it still looks really, really good. Still feel immersed in the world and all those things that you hope for in a VR game. So guys, definitely a big fan of this game. Definitely check it out if you're a Zelda fan and an action RPG fan. It's one not to miss on the Oculus Quest, and Turtle Rock Studios, you guys did an outstanding job again. If you guys have any questions about anything you guys saw in today's video or anything I talked about, as always, leave it down below. If not, thank you guys for watching. Till next time.
Tech, gaming techie is the gaming tech, gaming techie, gaming tech. Eating brekkie is the gaming tech, going for a recce is the gaming tech, gaming techie is the gaming tech, gaming techie.